Buddy. So, I might be it's a little bit late to this game, Doom 2016, but I'm glad I waited, because whenever I had first tried this, ages ago, after borrowing it from a friend, Navjack, ran like absolute ass. It was terrible. I assume this is because Vulkan at the time wasn't that great on this game. However, now that well, the only thing I have upgraded is the GPU. 1060 instead of a 760. Everything else the same exact, using the Vulkan engine. As you can tell in the top right, it runs fairly well. But besides that, would I recommend this game? Well, first off, I would say this is one of my favorites. Yeah, one of my favorite single-player shooters in quite a while. The level layouts, primarily, are just amazingly well done. The way, the use of lighting in order to direct your attention to somewhere that you want to go, or need to go for the story to progress. Very nice, to say the least. The way that they have secrets hidden, even I haven't found all of them. The amount of stuff that you can actually do in this game is actually insanely high. Given if you're playing on the first 3 difficulties, I believe. If you're playing on the hardest difficulty, which escapes me right now, I don't exactly remember what it's called. If you were to die in that, it will completely reset your progress on that level. I personally wouldn't recommend that, because I play games on the easiest setting, including this. And even playing this on the easiest setting, it's fairly challenging at points, until you get all the upgrades and you are just an ungodly killing machine. Which I guess makes complete sense, considering well, it's Doom Guy. You don't really need any reason to kill demons besides, well, they're demons. But with the honestly massive amount of lore in this game, these for example, you can walk up to one and it will tell you, whenever you find all of them, pretty much the origins of the Doom Guy, or the Doom Slayer. While you don't necessarily need a story, in this at least, considering the gunplay, how the weapons feel, they all feel completely different from each other in a very good way. And the modifications you can have, like, I'm gonna have 3 missiles homing on that guy, just because I can. Or I can detonate part of the missile, and then have the rest of it keep going. Rather satisfying. The amount of upgrades, for example, in order to get these, you have to find a little drone thing that has a package. Find that, take the upgrade from it, and then you're able to pick any of these. Get upgrades from doing certain things, upgrade it as much as you can, and get a little extra thing on bottom. Which, if I can find one I haven't done, yeah, kill specific things with the power in order to make it even better. 15 headshots? Sounds easy. I don't really care too much for the pistol, however. The attention to detail, I think, in the levels, very well done. I don't have a scroll wheel or else I'd zoom out, but the map, in my opinion, is extremely well done. That, for example, armor, I didn't get that before, except you have to head back through there in order to get everywhere else. Spoiler, I guess. The way they interconnect some of the levels like this is amazingly well done. You don't really get lost. There's no real significant backtracking, because if you're vigilant, like if you pay attention, you will definitely not need to backtrack. I, however, am bad at video games, and I had spent like a good 20-30 minutes on one particular part. I had no idea what to do, and as it turns out, all I was missing was, I believe, a key from a door that I had just unlocked, and I don't know why the game stuttered there. And I don't know how I missed it. I was just completely blind, apparently. The levels, extremely well done. The enemies are actually very challenging. At higher difficulties, at least. They can be somewhat of a nuisance. But considering, I think, they're the same exact thing across the board on every single difficulty, except more damage done to you and they have more health. I don't really find a point playing on higher difficulties. Oh. Before I forget, actually. If you ever wanted, just for the hell of it, make your own picture stuff. Rendering, sharpening, increase the field of view an insane amount. All kinds of that stuff. That's crazy. Minor thing, I thought I'd mention it. I guess it's still in beta, but I don't know about that, considering it seems pretty complete. And I'm not entirely sure the last time the game got an update. The glory kills, like you've noticed I've been doing, running up to an enemy and just obliterating them. Fairly satisfying. Even the chainsaw, fairly satisfying and very fun to do. Whenever you deal enough damage to have an enemy just almost dead, but not quite there, then you can do a glory kill. Which, as far as I can tell, if you were to do arcade mode, which is pretty much the standard game without everything unlocked, and trying to get a high score, pretty much score attack without everything extra from the campaign, it's very useful to do, the glory kills, which I believe get you even more points than normal. The music. Whenever I was streaming this, or trying to stream this, the first time, I was just lost in the music. I was not paying attention to chat whatsoever. And that actually felt very satisfying. Not having to worry about, oh yeah, this dude is saying something. And then realizing, oh shit, I'm supposed to be entertaining these people. And then saying something about it. Which I believe that archive is up on... Okay, wow, I am actually blind. Which I believe that archive is up on YouTube. I had streamed some of it through OBS, and as it turns out, OBS cannot properly capture Vulkan, which is the engine that this game runs. Either Vulkan or OpenGL. Yeah, OpenGL 4.5 and Vulkan, which I have everything just maxed out. What is this? Oh. Everything is just absolutely maxed out. And I'm running a 8 gigs of RAM, a GTX 1060, an AMD FX 6300, which is below spec, below the recommended CPU requirement. Using Vulkan, I can get such insanely high frame rates. Which, if anybody's wondering what I'm actually using to record this, it's NVIDIA Shadowplay, or whatever they call it now. Which is actually insanely good with this game. I was able to capture the other two videos, the All Secrets and the Classic level, with Shadowplay. And no performance hit. Able to record it at, I believe, 50 megabits. Yeah, 15 megabits a second. Much, much higher than what's really needed which, speaking of, this video is going to take absolutely ages to encode. But it just runs extraordinarily smooth. Let's see, what else? Already talked about the story, already talked about the guns. Which the guns are goddamn amazing in this game. I should not have went this way. The music is phenomenal. I really need to find the soundtrack and buy it somewhere. Because I could see myself playing many other games with this soundtrack. I wonder how Payday 2 is with the Doom soundtrack. I'm gonna have to try that. But overall, single player wise, god damn, amazing game. I would highly recommend it. Oh, also, go follow StayPlus on Twitch TV. Twitch.tv/StayPlus. STAYPLUS. I had noticed that the game was on sale for 15 bucks. I asked him for 15 bucks, and he was generous enough to give me 15 bucks for it. So he's goddamn awesome. Go give him a follow on Twitch. And I think that's about it. I will make another video on SnapMap. Not SnapMap. I'm terrible at that. Mainly because I don't have a scroll wheel. But not SnapMap. Multiplayer. But I think that's about it. I'll see you all later. Also, Skyrim memes right here. I'll see you all later. Take care and be well. And I'll see you next time.